very good morning, children. Welcome to our English class. Before I begin the lesson, I want you to be with your textbooks and pencil. Fine, then we will begin our new lesson. And I want you to identify what's on the picture. I can see 3 sacks. Yes, 3 sacks. What could it be filled with? I guess they are filled with rice. All right. So today's lesson is 3 sacks of rice. So children, we will begin our lesson. You may have read many stories about 3 brothers. Usually, 2 of them, the elder ones, are stronger, clever, but unkind. They laugh at the youngest one because he is too simple and soft-hearted. Soft-hearted means kind, having sympathy for others. Our story also has 3 brothers who lived in a small town, but they were all 3 of them honest, kind, and hardworking. The elder one ran a shop, the middle one was a priest. As you see in the picture, you can see the elder brother selling his stuff. So he was a shopkeeper. The middle one was the priest. I hope you know what the meaning of priest is. Priest is the religious leader. And let me give you the example of hardworking. Who was hardworking, children? Elder brother was hardworking. And also middle one and the youngest one. So all 3 were hardworking. So what is the meaning of the hardworking? They were all working very hard day in and out, like you people work. Fine. So we have learnt about what the elder brother was. The second brother, that is the middle brother, was a priest. Now in this picture, I have shown you the various pictures of the religious leaders. Okay, now let's move on to what the third brother is. So, the youngest one had just finished his education. He had started taking up odd jobs to earn some money and to learn a trade. Now, he has just completed his studies and then he was trying to look out for some jobs and then earn some money. So all 3 of them were fond of their mother. She worked hard to bring up the 3 of them after the sudden death of their father. So all these children were raised up by the mother after his father's death. One day their father's friend visited the mother. He said, "Sister, you know that I have a very prosperous business." Prosperous here means successful or bringing wealth. But now I'm getting old and my only daughter is of marriageable age. Now, what is marriageable age? Marriageable age means fit or suitable or of the right age for marriage. I'm looking for a son-in-law who would be a good husband to my daughter and who would also handle my business well. I like all your sons. If you permit, I'll marry my daughter to one of them, but before that, I have a plan. He discussed the plan with her mother and she agreed quite readily. The next day, the friend went to each of 3 brothers one by one. He gave them each a sack of rice. Here in the picture, you see a daughter of father's friend. Isn't she beautiful, children? Here. So the next day, the friend went to each of 3 brothers One by one, he gave them each a sack of rice and said, "My dear boy, I am going away for a few months for some necessary work. Please look after this sack of rice till I come back." So, father's friend has assigned each one sack to all the three brothers, and he has given the responsibility to take care of those three sacks. Now, father's friend went away. Many months passed, but he did not return. It was nearly a year before he came back. He visited the elder brother first, who was the shopkeeper. If you see in the picture, there comes the elder brother and father's friend. The eldest brother welcomed him and gave him a small purse full of money. "Uncle, you had left a sack of rice with me. After a few months, I was worried that it may get spoilt. Therefore, I sold the rice to my customers. Here's the money I got, so please accept it." "Thank you, my boy. You're such an honest person," exclaimed uncle, that is, father's friend. Now let's turn to the next page. Then the friend went to see the middle brother, who was a priest. The priest greeted him with joy and affection. Meaning of affection is fondness, love. He said, "Uncle, remember you had left a sack of rice with me an year ago? I had kept it for many months, but then I was worried that it may get spoiled. I distributed the rice among the poor in your name. They all blessed you for satisfying their hunger. However, I did that without your permission, and I am willing to pay you back for the rice." Here, the meaning for willingness is I am ready to pay you back. "No, my boy, you acted wisely and kindly. The blessings that I got from the poor people are enough for me. Please don't even think about the money anymore," said uncle to the middle brother. When the friend went to visit the youngest son, he too welcomed with love and respect. But he said that he had a confession to make. Now, what is the meaning of confession? A statement indicating that one is guilty of something wrong. "The sack of rice was lying with me for a long time, uncle, but then I had an idea. I often go to a neighboring farm to help with the work. I borrowed an unused plot of land from the farmer. I exchanged the sack of rice for paddy and sowed the paddy in the plot. Fortunately, the crop grew well and yielded 25 sacks of rice. I have kept back 5 of the sacks and sold 20 of them. Here's the money. If you allow, I would like to keep a part of it as my share, considering the labor and money I spent it to get it all done." A wide smile spread on the friend's face. He had found his future son-in-law. So, here is the story, children, of the 3 sacks of rice. In this story, father's friend was looking out for a girl, for a husband for the girl he had. So he had a plan, and then he started that plan discussing with the mother of those 3 sons, and then finally he chose the youngest son as a son-in-law for the only daughter, because he was very wise in making use of the one single sack which was given to him. So out of little, he made many. So this has impressed the father's friend. That's the reason he chose the youngest son as the son-in-law for the daughter. Now children, here in the screen you see the opposites. Now let's begin. The first one. The first word is begun. Begun is beginning. That means to start. The opposite is finished. Bought. Opposite buy. Reject. Accept. Eldest. Youngest. Lent. Borrowed. Earned. Spent. Narrow. Wide. So these are the opposite words of the words which are given in the textbook, page number 24. Now let's turn to page number 25. There we see some language study. Read the highlighted words. All three of them were honest, kind, hardworking. You are such an honest person. This is an example which is given. The highlighted words are called the adjectives. Adjectives are the words which describe. They are also called the describing words. Now, from the textbook or from the lesson, you need to find out 5 other objectives from this lesson. Alright children, now let's move on to another one. List as many words as you can that will go with the given adjectives. At least 3 each. For example, sudden is an adjective. So how do we use this adjective? Sudden change, sudden shower, sudden fall. Now, there are other words which are listed below. Those adjectives are simple, odd, only, honest, and long. So you need to make the other words with the help of these adjectives. So that's the homework you try out till you start your PDF. Alright children, I hope you understood the story. What we have learned today, it's about the 3 sacks of rice. Making the best use of the little which we have. Making the best use of the resources and time. So in this lockdown period, you have to make use of your time and the information which is being provided to you very wisely. So I hope you understood this lesson. If not, watch the video again and write down your notes and learn all the hard words. I will be giving you the hard words right now. Please turn to page number 23. Are you ready with your pencil, children? Fine. First word is usually, unkind, youngest, soft-hearted, hardworking, priest, trade, prosperous, business, marriageable, son-in-law, discussed, sacks, welcomed, worried, spoilt, customers, honest. Let's turn to the next page, page number 24. There are some more hard words. Kindly underline them and write them in your notebooks 3 times each and learn them. So I begin the hard word in page number 24. Greeted, affection, remember, distributed, satisfying, permission, willing, blessings, enough, wisely, kindly, respect, confession, neighboring, borrowed, exchanged, paddy, fortunately, yielded, considering, labor, spent. So these are the hard words which I have given you. Please write them down, and thank you so much for watching this video.